Namaskar friends and Hare Krishna. Friends, have you observed that when somebody is in sorrow, what he does? Do you know? He attracts more and more and more sorrow. Have you seen this? When the person is in sorrow, he does that everything which will increase the sorrow of that person. And he doesn't get engaged in anything, simply anything which will take him out of the sorrow. Like he listens to the songs that will increase his sorrow. He will eat food in such a way that will increase his sorrow. His daily routine will change in such a fashion that his sorrow will increase. He will not attend anything like party or any festival or something, because that can also take him out of the sorrow. So he does everything that increases the sorrow. It means when somebody is in sorrow, his sorrow attracts even more sorrow. Isn't it interesting? Let me tell you another example. You must have seen the people whose heart have been broken. Do you know what happens once their heart has been broken? They attract more heartbreaks, more breakups of different sorts. Like they start breaking hearts of everyone around them, those who love him or her. Their behavior is in such a fashion that they break heart of mother, they break heart of father, they break heart of brother, sister, and everyone around. Everyone who loves that person starts breaking the heart of that person. What's happening? The heartbreak is attracting more and more heartbreaks. The breakups are attracting more and more breakups. The sorrow is attracting more and more sorrow. What's happening? When somebody is in failure, he gets even more failure. If somebody is addicted of something, then he does everything to increase the addiction. Whether he knows this or not, whether he realizes this or not, but he does so. Some people have the habit of thinking about past. They keep remembering, they keep recalling the bad moments in their lives. What happens? They get even more and more events to remember about. They keep remembering about those negative incidences and keep being even more and more sorrowful. Bad memories attracts more bad memories. Interesting, isn't it? But same is the case about something exactly opposite. That is, success attracts even success. The enthusiasm attracts more enthusiasm. Smile attracts more smile. Happiness attracts more happiness. Blissfulness attracts more blissfulness. But why all these things happen? Do you know? It happens because of the law. Law is your aura attracts what you desire intensely. Have you got the point? Your aura attracts what you desire intensely. So whatever are your intense desires, you start attracting things related to that so as to increase the feelings related to that, so as to fulfill that desire. You may say the person doesn't have the desire of being sorrowful, but no, the person has. Even though it is an unintentional one, it has. When somebody is in sorrow, you may not believe it, the person starts enjoying sorrow and hence he does everything to increase that sorrow. When the person is in anger, he does everything to increase that anger because he starts enjoying the anger. Though after some time, the person may repent on the same. But when the person is in that feeling, controlled by that feeling, the person starts enjoying that, and that attracts more and more similar kind of feelings, similar kind of state. So, why all these things are happening then? Your aura attracts what you desire intensely. Intense desire. Whatever is your intense desire, you will start attracting it. Isn't it fantastic if you use it to fulfill your desires and dreams? It is. For that, but you must know one thing in detail, that is desire. What is desire and what is the intense desire too? You know, what is desire? Let me tell you in terms of aura. When you focus on something, you lose some aura to that particular thing to which you are focusing on. When you lose the aura, there is a hollow patch of aura, and that creates certain feeling. We call that as a desire. So that is the desire, but that is not the intense desire. Because when you focus in only one way, means if you focus only one action, then it will create a desire. It may be a little intense or it may not be intense desire. But when all the 6 actions are focused on only one thing, and if The time of reference is only present. And if the intensity of all the 6 actions is so much, and if the intention is also on the lines, then the desire is most intense desire. And this desire attracts whatever can fulfill it. That everything which can help it to get fulfilled, that is attracted by this desire. In fact, aura attracts what you desire most. But it is the desire which forces the aura to attract that everything. So, friends, if you want to fulfill dreams in your life, then you must have the intense desire of fulfilling that dream. And then see what happens. Your aura will start attracting everything that will help you to fulfill your dreams. It will be just like magic. In fact, you are already seeing such a magic happening around you. There are people who are getting everything, one after another, one after another. Why? If you focus, if you observe such people, you will find that these are the people whose desires are so intense that they don't care anything about else. They care only about what they desire. Such intense desire they are having. They think about that, they feel about that, they will about that, they do everything about that. Whatever may be the thing, they only do about that. And that's why their desires become intense desire, and that intense desire causes the aura to attract everything to fulfill that one. That's why the people get everything that they want. Wouldn't you like to be something like that? Wouldn't you like to be someone like that who desires something and everything comes to fulfill it very easily? Let me tell you, desires have different kind of intensities. Like when only one action is focusing on a thing, it creates a desire. When 2 actions are focusing on one thing, it creates a little more intense desire. If 3 actions are focusing even more, and likewise. All the 6 actions on only one point of time. And if the intensity of the focus is higher and intention is also on the line, then see, the desire is intense one, most intense one. You yourself have something like this many times, and you get all these things happen, and you say, I just thought and it happened. I just felt and it happened. It's not only you thought and you just felt. It's about you focused from all angles and it happened because it attracted that. Sometimes it may take a little time because your desire may be very much bigger one, and hence accordingly it will take its time. But it will attract everything to fulfill it. You know, there are people who also have the hollow desires, means a kind of diluted desires. Like anyone who goes in politics thinks the person wants to be the chief minister or prime minister, but they don't do anything for that. That is just hollow desire about that thing, being prime minister, being chief minister, or like that. Hollow desires. But the same person may have something in which he is having intense desire, and you will find the person gets everything related to that very easily because it attracts that thing. You may have a complaint that say that I have one desire but exactly opposite things happen with me. How it could be so? You may think so. But let me tell you, it can't happen. If you have an intense desire, only things will get attracted related to that which will fulfill it, not anything which will go against it. But yes, if your desires are not intense, or if your desires are confused, puzzled, then it may happen. Like see, you are thinking in one way very intensely, but you are feeling something different, you are willing something different, you are doing something different. Then what is happening? You are nulling the effect of that intense desire of one and by doing something else. And the sum of all these things may not be your desire, what you think or what you feel. Desire is what? The sum of all sorts of focus on things in all sorts of ways. The sum in the end, what is that sum? Is it intense sum on one thing only? Then your desire is intense. If the sum of all the actions that you are doing and focusing on one particular point or one particular point of time and with intensity, with focus and with intention, if the sum is not what you think or what you feel, then you will not get what you want. But if all these things are focusing on one and creating only one desire as a sum of all these actions and all this focus, then that is the intense desire. Don't feel confused. I am just telling you the same thing again. All the 6 actions focused on one point and one point of time, preferably with the highest possible intensity of the focus, and with all the actions are focusing on one with the same intention. Your desire will be highest one, and that then after some days will create motivation, and that then in some days will create flow, and flow is just bliss of God. Anything can be done in flow. So remember the law. Your aura attracts what you desire intensely. If you have certain dream, then focus all the things on that particular one dream in all possible ways. Thinking, feeling, willing, doing, oral and spiritual. Out of these two are out of your control. 4 things are in control. Let all these 4 be focused on one with the highest possible intensity and with the intention which will be just related to that. And see what happens. You will start getting the positive results and positive results and positive results. As time will pass, you will be nearest to your dream, and very soon your dream will get realized. It will be true. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.